Hello, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur, and welcome back to Wildermyth. Last time we got introduced to this fantasy RPG with turn-based combat, and we met our three characters. And last we left off, Adriel was stuck in the Dark Tower with one of the strange creatures that has appeared in our land. Our heroes, Sue and Metsum, are coming to save her. But she might still have to defend herself for a little bit. So I'm excited to jump back into the story, see what's going on, and learn a little bit more about the combat. So let's get to it. Here in our yondering country, Adriel wrote, not sure why, but finding words ready. Omens had taken shape in the fabric of the land. There, inside the weird turning hearts that thrummed in things. Something in the woods is very strange. Some were just misgivings. They crept through her body like the sourceless aches one wakes with. Okay, that's an awkward sentence. You should never end a sentence with a preposition. Others were more substantial. Now they seemed a thundering promise of doom. From the shadowy fringes of the lands we claim as our own, to the huddled homes good families have grown up in, fears have begun to pool and fester, drowning good sense. In the wild, black woods, where birds once belled, a hateful silence. A sudden startling pain lit Adriel's head. It subsided. For a moment, she felt very blank. The story she'd written lay before her in luminous script, and more empty pages seemed to have sprouted up behind it. Why do I feel powerful? So this is our new mage, Adriel. This time I think we can choose the spoon. An enchanted wooden spoon for our mage sounds pretty cool. And maybe more likely to be laying around the old castle than a magical staff. Open wide. And now we have a rager. It charges without seeing, misshapen tusk swinging wildly. So as Adriel Melonloom, we have to use interfusion from a distance. So interfuse is our new spell. Mingle the mystic's life energy with a blaze or piece of scenery. Interfused targets gain vision and can be used for further purposes. Let's go up to the door. We can wait till next turn, right? We're not in a hurry. Open the door. Now move into here. And there is the rager. Use interfuse to connect with fire or scenery. Different types of scenery give different effects. Many of these let you use the scenery to damage enemies. So, for instance, we can interfuse with these buckets and then cause Splinter Blast Now use our Splinter Blast. Alright, thank you. Yes, I'm aware. And we shredded his armor and did 2 damage. So that's pretty good. Now we can interfuse maybe with the bookshelf. And use Splinter Blast again. 2 more damage. And he can't get past the scenery here, so for the moment we're safe. Now what else can I do? There's fire here. I can use Steel Fire, 3 magic damage, 1 pierce. He's a little bit out of range, unfortunately. So withdrawal, no big deal. Wait till next turn. Now I think we can interfuse with the fire. With the fire. Interfuse with the fire. And Steel Fire. 5 damage. Nice. And he's on fire. And now he's dead. Victory. Thank you. Now we get to pick another skill for Adriel. I'm going to pick Indignance. Adriel's presence is charged against her foes, dealing damage to hostile creatures who enter her adjacency for any reason. And she gets a Cloak of Grace, plus 5 dodge. That's looking pretty cool right there. I like her outfit. Did I just do that? I did. I felt the, you know, the something. And does this make me a mystic? Like old Quelm Rye, who reconfigured the rivers? Adriel, I see you're still kicking. Met some. Surprised you showed up. Sue, I'm glad you made it too. You see that smoke? That's from Spilling Cave. Yeah, it's Spilling Cave. It's burning? How? I'm been a little busy myself, actually. Would you two mind terribly if we... I'm not sure if you've ever seen a monster? Sure we have. We slay monsters. Well, I do magic now, so... we have to assault Jay's Spire. So, our 3 heroes attack the Spire. We fight as a group. What's our plan? So I can pick offensive or defensive tactics. Metsum says, if you're not the hunter, you're the prey. Steady hearts, stay strong. So all heroes have plus 1 damage for 3 turns. We have both raccoons scrambling through shadows, its barbed appendages eagerly twitch. And then also Row Swarm, which we've already seen. We can move Metsum up. I'd rather have Sue on the front line. And then we can take Adriel and have her about right there. You have Guardian. End your turn and wait for an enemy to come within range. Hit up to 1 enemy with the melee attack. That's pretty cool. Now we can open the door. Still no enemies in sight. Alright, this door is already open. Still nobody spotted. Over here. And just move these guys up. Not sure where all the enemies have gone. Alright, Sue, I'm thinking this has to be the last room. And we have 2 enemies in this tiny little area. Maybe we can just move her up one, right? And block the way. And then get the attack in. 5 damage. Pretty good. Right, now, do we have anything in here that she can interfuse with? An anvil. And then, oh, we have shackle. Let's shackle this dude right here, the row. 100% chance. And he is shackled. Now the question is, can I get a shot off on the raccoon without hitting my friend? Not a problem. And that was our turn, but he's shackled and the raccoon is dead, so just move in and give him a stab. That's 4 damage. Right now, I think Metsum is going to be more useful. So you can take a shot as well, and that should do it if you hit 87%. 3 damage. Row down. Victory accomplished. Ooh, and Metsum gets a nice little travel TF. Only 0.5 armor, but plus 25 dodge. Good for you, Metsum. Some dawns are gray that should be golden. The smell of ash embitters the taste of victory. No rain. I wish we'd get some rain. Someone's got to keep fighting on our roads, our hills, in our wild places. The threat will only grow. We all feel that. What started here might be much bigger than us. So I was thinking, let's not wait to be overrun. We'll walk these lands, learn how to fight. We'll send out word, a call for the able and the strong. And we'll name this company of heroes the Orphans of the Stalking Song. I like that one quite a bit. Some of these, the randomly generated ones, are a little wonky. Stalking Song sounds pretty awesome. The Peat of Fortitude, not quite as much. I imagine it'll be dangerous. Wanders in the wilderness, duels on drawbridges, romance among the ruins. I am that man. You're pretty confident, Metsum. You know I'm in if you are. Here follow the tales of the Orphans of the Stalking Song. Be remembered. But calamities. Your enemies improve their strategies after every fight. So now we have Rager Stampede, which is a new card added to the Gorgon deck. The deck is more dangerous now. So that's how the enemies progress over time. They don't just show up. It's like a deck that you would see in an old school tabletop RPG. And new enemies are added in all the time as you complete missions. And then the game gets harder and harder. So it's a neat way to do it. You kind of know what's coming up, but you know what your heroes are doing too, so it works out really well. I like it. And now we get legacy points. And with legacy points, we can recruit new heroes, or build new stations, or cancel calamities and incursions. Spend them wisely. Once a site is free of enemy control, you can assign heroes to secure it. Secured sites will provide resources at the end of the chapter. And you can upgrade your heroes. They'll forever be grateful for the work we do. secure Jay's Spire. So we can take our time and find an interesting item, or we can burn what's not useful, get it ship shape, and work faster. Let's take our time and see if we can find an item. 35 days remaining. And time's ticking past. A thorough delving through the mystery of Jay's Spire has proven rewarding. Study the world and you'll never finish discovering wonders. Jay's Spire will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of the chapter. We got 1 Ignat and 2 spell threads. And a Gloom Glass Sash, which is +6 stunt chance. Give that to Sue, I guess. I think that's a good place to leave off right there. We've had 2 missions. We learned about how to use our mage. And then we also reclaim Jay's Tower. So I'm happy about that. And I'm excited to see where the story goes from here. I think maybe next time we'll run down to Spilling Cave and we'll get ourselves a new hero. So that'll be fun and interesting. And I hope you'll join us. So for now, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur. This has been Wildermyth. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe and have a good night. We got more up here and that's it. We failed the event. Makes it 2-0
for duty.
Get all these archers behind the lines. The good news is that we are profitable. We need to focus on the boat. I've been cuckolded. -100%. Job done.